seen real problems since seen nothing. I ain't seen real, I ain't seen real problems since tripping off grades. They just be making up different reasons for my nieces, for my day. I pick enough to keep it up, but ain't no thing straight, cause ain't no reason for this money to stay.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the outskirts of the nation's capital. It's Northwest Stadium in Landover, the home of the Commanders. It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go here on Monday night. And this is going to be out of bounds. Flags come in. That is a brutal mistake to start the game. Opening kickoff, out of bounds, brings the ball to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us a dozen miles east of the National Mall at the home of the Commanders here in Landover, Maryland.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Here's Austin Seibert to get this one started. And off we go from Northwest Stadium in Landover. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as he gets this up to the 42.
And I think this is something we're going to see a lot here tonight. The ability to use this run game to really set the tone coming out here for this offense.
So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. They'll run the counter with Barkley. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Hey, 73.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here comes the Eagles punt team. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing on 2nd down, Daniel. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. They'll look to set up the screen here. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Good, set.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. A pass caught by Saquon. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Hey, easy, 63, back.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. They'll motion over Samuel.
Go.
they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Gets a quick throw over to Samuel. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Washington.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Throwing again. Daniels. Samuel has it working the middle. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Let's go now.
Here's a first carry for their running back. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Go!
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a 1st down. 15 yards the pickup. Good for a 1st down. 5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal.
Come on. Check up.
Here's a run. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. Come a little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1. Setting up 3rd and goal. So we've played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. 0-0 is the score. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The ball inches from the goal line. 3rd and goal.
Set. 70 Lions.
3rd and goal. It's Daniels. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. touchdown, Commanders. It's his 4th touchdown on the year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Hurts. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That is intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus, and that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
He'll manage only a couple. Way Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle. 2nd down and 8. On play action, Daniels. He's got it at the 7. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
This has to be a defensive breakdown, Mike. I promise you, all week in practice, when the scout team ran this play, somebody on defense accounted for the running back out of the backfield. I can promise you that much, but he's able to leak out and get the ball in space. He does the rest after the catch. They just have to do a better job. They got to get to the sideline and make corrections, because you just can't leave guys at this level wide open for easy touchdowns.
Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Hurts to the air on 1st down. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. That is Jonathan Allen, the big defensive tackle, in there for the sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on 1st down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on 2nd. And now they find themselves in a critical 3rd down here.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did. Walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend. But as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game. Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
3rd and long, and here's Daniels. Got a man left side. It's caught. He is in. Touchdown, Commanders. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. Here's Seibert now for the point after. It's up and good. And the Commanders will take themselves to a 21-0 lead. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. 2nd and a yard. Hurts going to keep it on the option. A hit, and he has lost the football. And the defense has it.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit. And that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough. The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles, so often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He'll get that to his tight end, Ben Sinnott. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side. Here for 1st and 10. He'll go right and find his running back. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass. And I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up 1st down.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10.
Bronco switch. Bronco ready.
They'll stay on the ground. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
A 3-yard pickup. It's a 2nd and 7 at the 13-yard line.
Now a give up the middle. He's down inside the 10. A gain of 4. Third down, 3 to go.
Ready.
From the shotgun on third down, Daniels. 1:56 to play in this first half. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. So it's 4th down and Austin Seibert out to try the Washington field goal. His kick is good. And the Commanders extend the lead to 24-0.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
So here's Seibert, made the field goal a moment ago, and now we'll kick this one away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense.
And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. And they extend the lead. The defense joining the party. A pick 6 for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending this lead out.
Yeah, now you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the first half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back for the pick 6.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that side.
That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Jeremy Chin.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
Three tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Set, go.
The drive will start on the ground, and that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Okay, ready?
So we have hit halftime here on a Monday night as we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, where the coaches, Jonathan Coachman, has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you. Two very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Ready, ready?
Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Ready up!
They face 2nd down and 7.
70 Timberwolves. Tight. Hot, hot.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That's a short one caught by Sinnott. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he's going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Let's go. Hut.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Has his man, it's Samuel. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Here's a 2nd and 12. They'll stick with him again. He'll maneuver his way down to the 32. Jalen Carter out of Georgia makes the tackle. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout.
19 Tigers. Here we go. Shot. Check go.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. He connects with Gray on that one.
It's a pickup of 6.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Go! Go!
Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? And this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
And that's a curious one. Just going to take a knee here.
Austin Seibert on for the field goal. A 26-yard attempt. His kick is good. Makes the score. Commanders 34, Eagles 9. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. 1st and 10.
No touch that.
A run up the middle with Barkley. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Barkley. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset. But as always, there's the exception to every rule.
And in motion is Brown. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Khalil Mack, multiple-time All-Pro there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. So, 3 quarters have come.
With this makes the score.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Great.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. It's a first down and a gain of 13.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
He'll look underneath here for Barkley. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
On play action, here's Hurts. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. Fourth and a couple. They'll go. It's Robinson. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on fourth down.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Second down and 3. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Keely Ringo.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. Here's Hurts. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on first down, they end up going backwards on second. That sack now brings up third and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation, makes them very one-dimensional.
Third and long for Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down.
This offense just can't buy a third down conversion right now, Mike. And if you're not going to have a lot of explosive plays, that's just not a formula for success. The ability to sustain drives, maintain possession, that's a critical factor in scoring points in the NFL. And so far, this has been about as bad as it gets.
Oh, he's going to be very close. It depends on the mark. But he is short. They've held him on fourth down. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Let's go. Striking 18. Ready.
Now Daniels. That's to the right side, and it's Sinnott. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Throwing on second down, Daniels. Quick throw here is complete. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
So on these play calls, Mike, on 3rd and inches, typically how it goes is we're going to try to take a shot, then there's a medium zone option, and then the last resort is just pick up the first down with something underneath and get that fresh set of downs. So in this case, he settles for the underneath throw, but it's still enough to pick up the first down.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. So it's a win here for the Commanders. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Commanders are winners as we say so long from just outside our nation's capital.